You know the data people so well. I didn't know all the history of your company, but this is like, you know, our pain. You have this empathy towards people. People get you right away. They know what you're talking about.
What was the journey to find the right solution? Why did you pick Atlan?
Well, the journey started with our C team meeting that identified, the lack of the controls over data, the lack of clarity in definitions, and the lack of data catalog as a risk for the company. I was kind of given a task to say, okay, this is your goal for the year. You need to identify the tools that would kind of address those things, but also it shouldn't, be super expensive. It should be easy to use. It should be all these things, right? And so we did, as every company is doing, we did an assessment of a few tools, and I asked my team to kind of look around. And I believe we looked at Atlan, we looked at Informatica, maybe a few other tools, and then when I looked at Atlan, a person who pointed me to this tool, she said, take a look. It's just so easy. I don't even have to comment on this. Just take a look at the demo. And I saw your demo for the first time. And I had this feeling that it's so easy, and it's because it's almost as if it knows what I'm looking for before I even start clicking. It was so natural. In its, in how the things were built together, and how, the navigation works, and how, you see, things, and, you just type in Google-like search and you can find information right away. But what was actually a decisive point is when we started, working with the team, and, how easy it was to communicate. And I think one of the biggest things that separates you guys from other vendors was, this feelings that you know the data people so well. I didn't know all the history of your company ahead of time, but this is like, you know, our pain. You have this empathy towards people's pain, and you look at the things and you start explaining things, and people get you right away. They know what you're talking about.
That's amazing. When we actually started the company, even before we built a product, there's actually people used to tell us, what is going to be your biggest competitive differentiator? What is your differentiator? And we would literally say, we were the data team. We get this, there needs to be a better way. And we know that, we feel the pain, and that empathy will hopefully differentiate us. So thank you for saying that. That means a lot.